Hello and welcome to this special collaboration episode of my Facts and Glitches series. For this episode, the well-known data miner Lucas Savagnoshi has graciously provided me with many of his discoveries about GTA 5 that before he uncovered them, no one knew about. In the GTA Online mission Last Dose 5, we crash a Vellum into the back of a cargo plane in a very similar way to how Trevor crashed his crop duster into a cargo plane in the single-player mission Minor Turbulence. An interesting detail about the online version is that the Vellum breaks into 850 different pieces. This makes it the most detailed destruction asset in the entire game. It beats the previous record of 840 pieces, which was held by the O'Neill's Ranch when it explodes in the single-player mission Crystal Maze. This type of gate that is found around Los Santos is entirely indestructible, except for one small weakness. It's entirely immune to bullets, large vehicles, and explosions. However, for some reason, specifically tanks are capable of destroying it. It's still immune to the missiles from the tank, just specifically the physical mass of the tank knocks it over. From interviews with the GTA 5 actors, we know that Chop's movements were modeled by using motion capture on a real-life dog.
Everything was real. They brought a real fucking big Rottweiler, put him in a suit, and I gotta act scenes with him like, Chop, come here, Chop, good boy, and this motherfucker really growling at me like, you better get your ass back.
We can actually see evidence of this in the game itself. During the mission Chop, when Chop jumps into the van towards the end of the mission, we can see his model look like it is eating something off the ground, despite that there's nothing there. It is likely that the real-life dog was given a treat to get him to move as required, and then to make him stay put afterwards.
Show him we family, Chop.
The APC holds a record in GTA Online. If you attempt to enter its back seat with a dead person inside, you get to see the longest known animation for entering a vehicle in the game. It amazingly takes over 10 seconds, and that doesn't even include the time it takes to climb on top of the vehicle. I previously showcased the cut climbing animation that Franklin was going to use on the mission complications to climb some vines, but since then the file handholds.xml was discovered in the game's files that highlights many other parts of the map that were originally planned to be climbable. For example, this was planned to be the case for many of the pipes and poles in the area where we stealthed to meet Rocco on the mission Mr. Riches. Due to all of this being removed, in the release version we got a very boring stealth section where we just climbed some ladders and walked up some stairs.
Who's this jackass?
It's honestly a shame this feature was cut from the game, but hopefully it's in GTA 6. Have you ever wondered how the cutscenes in GTA 5 have such perfect lighting? By using mods, we can see that the game spawns in fake lighting and moves it wherever the camera is facing. This naturally improves visibility, especially during indoor or nighttime cutscenes.
You forgot my very obvious illness? It happens.
The light that emits outside your GTA Online hangar actually changes based on the lighting style you have installed. It's always nice when Rockstar has this kind of attention to small details. Most people don't know that there are actually two diamond casinos. The one we experience in Free Roam is actually different from the one we rob in the Diamond Casino Heist. I have already shown previously that all the game's interiors exist below the map, and the Free Roam version of the Diamond Casino Heist exists beneath the horse racetrack. On the other hand, the Heist version of the Diamond Casino exists beneath the Noose building. The biggest difference between the two Diamond Casinos is that the Heist version has many destructible assets. This may not be noticed by many people because the aggressive version of the Casino Heist is done far less often. Grand Theft Auto fans should have recognized this sound that Puss in Boots makes when he is captured in Shrek 2. The sounds Puss makes are a combination of the sounds that cats can make in Los Santos. I guess Shrek 2 and GTA 5 just use the same stock sound effects for cats. An asset in GTA 5 violates the Geneva Convention's rules of war. It is Prop Med Station 04, which is just a red cross and could once be found at the pier, inside an aircraft carrier, and half wedged inside a container. Under international law, the Red Cross emblem is a protected symbol reserved for authorized medical services and personnel. With the release of the Drug Wars DLC, this prop was changed to a green low-res version of the original to conform with these rules. Rockstar went to a surprising amount of effort to animate the couches in GTA 5. Michael's sofa uses 32 animation bones, and you can see it move on the mission, Mr. Phillips.
Hell, we might actually have a little spending money left after we pay off that psychotic Mexican motherfucker. Whew, cheers.
So that's that, right?
I hope so.
The criminals are believed to have escaped with millions of dollars worth of gems.
Oh.
Precious.
Dr. Freelander's couch uses 72 animation bones, and you can see its movements in the mission reuniting the family.
I gotta tell you, the progress has been really fucking slow.
How would you know what progress is like, you stupid murdering shit?
Even the couch we only see once in Martin Madrazo's house is also animated, which we can see on the mission card libre.
What did you tell him about me, about Martin Madrazo?
Martine's an old friend of mine, Trevor.
The truth.
Martine is a terrifying psychopath who tried to kill me.
Exactly.
In the firefighter approach of the Bureau raid, Michael walks past an agent in a bathroom as he plants a bomb, and that agent then quickly leaves without taking any notice of Michael's actions. However, this scene was once quite different. In the game's files, we can see that an early version of the game involved Michael taking down this agent in a brutal manner. Unfortunately, all that remains is the animations for the agents.
I would appreciate it if you. What the fuck?
Well, you're done.
The removal of this violent scene is similar to their decision to remove Michael, killing the janitor Harvey Molina for his outfit and credentials. I believe Rockstar originally envisioned Michael as being more of a cold-blooded killer in the earlier versions of GTA 5, but this slowly changed over the course of the game's development.
What exactly are you asking, Doc? Am I a psychopath who enjoys suffering? Or a sociopath who doesn't give a flying fuck about the rules?
On occasion, you may have been driving and heard one of the two different kinds of radio static. The first happens if you're listening to music in a low-end vehicle and you exit a tunnel.
You know, Tracy Bish, she used to talk about you. She said you had problems performing.
Tracy Bish is a goddamn liar.
This is because when exiting a tunnel, there's a chance you will receive radio static that is supposed to represent your older radio getting interference from your mobile phone, just like in real life. The other form of static occurs when you're listening to the radio and you move to another area where that radio station isn't available.
Globalists want to just open our borders and have some kind of big-ass party with that loud ethnic music while the rest of us just cower in our...
This represents the limited range that all radio stations have. It is more accurate to call GT5's voice actors GT5's actors, because rather than just adding voices to the characters, they actually acted out what the characters do in the game, and their motions were captured as a basis for the in-game models. To make things as accurate as possible, they were even required to interact with objects and obstacles that as much as possible mimicked what was to be in the game. You can spot characters naturally avoiding objects while moving in several cutscenes, such as in The Third Way.
Hell, let me see, there's,
Steve Haynes.
Dave Norton.
No, we need him alive.
Why?
So nobody fucks with us afterwards.
Or when Michael is in Solomon's office.
You know, I used to have 3 secretaries. I love you already.
Steve's movements here at the beginning of the Polito score setup is another good example.
But we've got a problem.
Background music often plays during police chases or while driving, but few realize how complex this music actually is. Each song is split into multiple tracks that can be increased or decreased in volume depending on the vibe that the game wants for the particular scenario that the player's in. In essence, it is set up so every instrument in the song can be modified individually. The original vision for GTA Online involved players either choosing to be a police officer protecting the city of Los Santos, or a crook belonging to one of the gangs that wreaks havoc against the police and other gangs. This Cops and Crooks version went so far in development that a badge collectible was made for the game, and it can still be found in the game's files. These badges were to be scattered across 30 different locations around the map, but primarily at law enforcement offices such as Mission Row, the Vinewood and Vespucci police stations, park ranger departments, and military and federal buildings. These along with some other odd locations such as the Lost Camp, the Nude Mansion, and inside of a donut stand. The intended reward for collecting all 30 is not known, but the recent Mansions DLC featured a new emote called Flash Badge. It is conceivable that this was the intended reward, given that Rockstar has been repurposing cut single-player content for the last few updates. During the Doomsday heist, we see Agent 14 naked on a toilet, but what is even more surprising is that just off screen, there is actually another Agent 14 doing the exact same animations as the first, but while fully clothed. What makes this even more strange is that the video call that we see is just a video that can be found within the game's files. This second Agent 14 is therefore not doing anything at all really. He isn't somehow necessary for the Agent 14 in the video to make his movements, so it's most likely that this Agent 14 was just accidentally left over. Another interesting fact is revealed if we look closely at the background of the video. It turns out that this is the same FIB bathroom install from the single-player firefighter approach to the Bureau raid.
You know you stayed too late when the mopping dead show up.
It's obvious that Pavel really likes to talk, but it may still surprise you that he has a total of 3 whole hours of voice lines that play throughout the Caprico setups.
I have sent you coordinates. Keep south until the air becomes thick with herbs and profanity.
Caprico heist.
Did I ever tell you about the sewers in my hometown? It was there I first decided to join the Navy. Perhaps it will have the same effect on you. We will see. Off you go.
And around the Kasatska submarine.
You are starting to feel comfortable down here, huh, Capitan? Soon, you will never go back.
In GTA 5's game files, there are leftover test scenes that the developers used to test every aspect of the game. For example, hand poses, vehicle animations, effects.
Who wants more?
I'm totally full, and I think the kind thing to do is to stop Jimmy from eating anything else.
I went to Burger Shot earlier anyhow, but thanks, sis. I'm glad you're looking out.
Phones, and lastly, weapon animations. So that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you think you know of anything that will be of interest to this series, feel free to add it to my Discord. I hope you're all doing well.